I'm waiting for someone to come and pick up my kitchen cabinet so I have everything on my bed, and I feel like I'm in an episode of Hoarders. I haven't showered or shaved in over a week, and to lie down I have to like curl up in a pile of trash on my bed, snuggle up with it. What? Weirdo? What? What do you think? Huh? Oh my goodness, he's a savage. All right, I'm gonna start taking this sucker apart and kind of figure it out as I go. So I will update you once I have some stuff off. Wish me luck. All right, I think this top piece is ready to come off. Wow, it feels more spacious already. Okay, now onto the bottom chunk, and then I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna box it in. I was trying to find a used wooden box on like Marketplace, but I couldn't find anything. So I'm gonna have to make one out of this, which isn't ideal, but it'll hold me over. And I think I'm gonna make this be the step for my dog to get in and out of the bed. So I'll probably extend it slightly underneath the bed so that it's not sticking out too far, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Hold tight. Okay, oh man. I've got this all loose except for one spot. Of course, the guy put a bracket. He mounted the heck out of this thing. And there's one bracket underneath the bed. And for me to get it out, I'd have to like take the mattress off, take a bunch of screws out just for this one screw. So I'm just gonna give it the old heave ho. All right. Woo. Next up is the main board here. I believe all that's left is one last screw that I have to get by hand. Of course, the last one is always the one that doesn't want to come out. Held up somewhere else. Gotta find out where that is. Hold on. All right, I think we're good. What I think I'm gonna do is just remove a couple more pieces that is keeping me from putting it up against the wall. And then just kind of bungee cord it against the wall for now, just to see how it feels. So hold up. There it is. So, whew. Oh, it's toasty. So it looks like the wheel well is right here. So what I'll probably do is build a box for the battery right next to this box, and then another small one to house these here. Actually, I'll probably put this on the wall, and then these two on the box that'll be used for sandwiches to jump up. But one thing I did notice is these pieces were held on by that cabinet, so I'll have to figure that out next. I want to take that stuff off anyway, and I'll probably just replace it with something simple and light. But for now, I'm going to cool off and take a look at this and kind of visualize it and figure out what I'm going to do next. I've already gotten rid of most of my stuff, but there's a few things I held on to, and I'm trying to whittle that down as well. And there's some things I have that I'm like, why did this not get tossed out in the first round? Like, I brought this from my house, and I'm like, well, what if there's some birds that I find and I want to feed them and make friends? Like, just toss it. These, I bought a slingshot a while ago, and I have 2 containers of these and then another container of metal ones. I'm like, oh, I'd never used the slingshot. I don't need this. Like, I'm a fucking child sometimes. Well, I cheated. I went and bought a board because hand sawing that stuff that I had to make it fit, it was too much, so this is going to be the battery box. I also had to order some cable. I couldn't find it locally. I need to extend the wires going to the charge controller so that I can mount it where I want, and they just weren't long enough. All right, battery box is done. Have a little spot there for the wires. I made it smaller, so it's not going to be big enough for Sandwich's step, and I'll show you why I did that in a bit. Well, here it is. The reason why I didn't make it larger is because I need as much space under this bed as possible to put in some kind of drawer system, and if I made it larger, that would take away with how many drawers I could fit under here. There's some from IKEA that are going to fit in there perfectly, 3 wide. So even this, I'm not sure if I'll have enough room for all 3, but I also can't put this lid on yet until I receive more of this cable to extend all of the electronics. But you can see that's where the cables will come out of it, and then this will be on a hinged thing there, and that's that for now. Well, hello. It is a little after 5, and we just had the knock. We were at this little pullout on the side of the road that a lot of people sleep at. And the cop essentially just said, go to the next pullout because that's outside of the city limits. So he didn't say it was like, then it's someone else's problem. But yeah, I only had like 50 minutes until my alarm was going to go off, and I was going to move to the park where, you know, I can spend the day starting at 6. So that's kind of a bummer, but I kind of knew it was coming because people stopped parking there. I tried to only spend about 1 night a week at that spot, and I thought it was strange that people stopped parking there. So I kind of assumed that they were cracking down on it, but then tonight there was like 2 other cars there, so yeah, sorry, I just assumed. I don't know what I thought, whatever. But anyway, I'm not going to be spending all of my time in this area anymore. More on that later. I guess I'm going to sit here until 6 o'clock and then move to the park. See ya. It's a big day. I have someone coming to look at this to see if they want it. I'm giving it out for free, and it's going to clear up so much space, and I really have grown to dislike this thing. The wood it's made out of, the size of it, I just can't wait for it to go. So I'm hoping this person takes it. Fingers crossed. Oh this room, sandwiches. Look at all this room. So many activities we can do now, sandwich. This is the 11th bottles of this I've found. Ooh, there's cinnamon, I might keep that. Pumpkin chai and white chestnut. Where's my garbage? There's my broom. I don't know where my broom went, Sam. I put it somewhere special so I could find it easily. Apparently not. Watch out, Sam. Okay. So I got to mount the water pump somewhere else, or else cut into the back of this. Yeah. So this is a sewing machine cabinet. What I'm going to do is flip this around so that it hangs down when I'm not using it, and then I can flip it up for extra counter space. And then this is where I'm going to put the sink, and I'm hoping all 3 of my jugs will fit inside this cabinet. It's going to be very, very tight, very close, but if it doesn't work, I'll just get 1 jug that's thinner. Not a big deal. All right, let's see if they fit. Well, that's a negative on the jugs. I'll just have to be more cautious. And I believe they make some like 3-gallon jugs that are about the same height. So maybe like that'll be my reserve. And once I switch to the smaller jug, then I know that I have to fill up the other one right away. I'll make it work. Less weight too. Hell yeah.